Hey, it's Candy. Welcome back to my channel, and today we're starting our second Martha and Marley spoon box. We're gonna do Moroccan spice shrimp. I'm gonna be super honest with you right now. I don't feel very well, and this is the only recipe that has actual meat in it that I have this week, so it needs to be cooked because I don't want the shrimp to go bad. So you may not see me for a few days. I'm just not feeling great. So we're gonna get started with this. So we've got the shrimp, obviously. We have some dried apricots, some bulgur, green onions, spinach, a lemon, harissa spice blend, and some mint. So the first instruction is to take the apricots and chop them up. So I'm actually, and it's going to go in a saucepan, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to take my scissors and cut them. You guys can't see that, can you? So I'm just going to cut them in half and then chop them like that. I love kitchen scissors for stuff like this. You guys have seen me use these before. Never knew I needed them until, I got them. Okay, something I really kind of, I don't know if it irritates me or it's just weird, like they say put in a half cup of the bulgur and save the rest for your own use. When the heck am I ever going to use bulgur again? Like, so I'm just going to cook all of it. So the bulgur goes in there, and I'm going to do 2.5 cups of water and some salt. Bring it to a boil. Reduce to a simmer, cover, and cook until bulgur is tender, 10 to 12 minutes. So I'm going to roll the lemon, cut it in half, squeeze it into here. Oh, that hurts, that paper cut I got today. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Oh, that really hurts. Alright. Alright, I'm going to cut the very ends off. Some of you guys commented that I was cutting too much off. You were right. I wasn't paying attention. Sometimes I get a little wrapped up in things. Alright, 2 teaspoons of olive oil. Sorry about that. And then a 1/4 teaspoon of salt and a 1/4 teaspoon of pepper. So I'm just going to use my blend here. Okay, so we've got a vinaigrette going. Lemon juice, olive oil, salt and pepper. There we go. That looks really good. Okay, I'm going to add the scallions in here. So we want just the leaves. I love the smell of mint. I'm going to kind of stack them a little bit, kind of roll them a little bit. I'm going to add that in there. I'm not going to add the spinach in yet because I want the bulgur to soak up some of that vinaigrette in the bottom. So I've got this pan heating up with Didn't call for any oil. Alright, I've got the shrimp going with some salt and pepper. The bulgur, I'm going to turn down. Set the timer for 10 minutes. So the shrimp are almost done. They don't take much time at all. So I'm going to add the butter. It's just 2 pads of butter that they included, which was nice. And then this harissa spice blend. Okay. Just want to make sure everything's coated. I'm going to turn it off and set it on the back burner. Let it sit till the bulgur's done and we can put everything together. Alright, so we've got our bowl with our vinaigrette in it. We're gonna dump in the cooled bulgur. Cooked, drained, and cooled. Okay. Mix this all around. Okay. We're going to add in the spinach, sorry. I'm probably not going to plate this up super nicely, just an FYI. I just don't feel like it. Alright. We're gonna put some in this bowl for me. All right. And there we go. There is, I can't remember what it's called, Moroccan spiced shrimp. Okay, so let's get a shrimp into some spinach and some bulgur. It's actually really good. The shrimp are nice and spicy. The bulgur's still got a little bit of a bite to it. And then you get the crunch from the spinach. You get a little bit of that lemon. That harissa spice is really good. Let me get some more. I like this. I've never had bulgur before, but it's pretty good. It's, I would liken it between quinoa and rice. Somewhere in between there. So, alright guys, I'll catch you in the next 2 recipes. Hey guys, well, since my new box comes tomorrow, I better get to cooking. These didn't have meat in them, so they weren't like super priority, and I had my nephew over and he wasn't gonna eat this stuff. So today we're gonna do risotto primavera. Let's get going. All right, so in the package we got spinach, vegetable stock concentrate, arborio rice, white wine vinegar, a leek, some really nice looking big asparagus, 3 things of fontina cheese, and some peas. Boom, 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 boom. So, okay, so I'm going to combine the vegetable broth concentrate in 3 cups of water with 3/4 teaspoon salt and bring it to a boil and keep it warm on the back of the burner, on the back stove burner. Okay. I'm going to get that started, and then we'll get the vegetables going. All right, so we're going to start with the leek because it needs to soak a little bit. And this leek is, maybe should have used this one earlier. I'm going to cut the nasty ends off. Cut it in half. And it's going to soak in the water, so you can see it's pretty dirty. So we're going to put that in the water to clean it. I'm just going to put it in this water. Trim bottom 2 inches from asparagus, thinly slice from the bottom on a diagonal, leaving 1 inch of the tips whole. Alright. So I've seen this trick where to get the woody part of the asparagus off, you just kind of hold it at the ends, and where it pops off is where it should pop off. Okay. So apparently they want us to keep the ends, or the top, I guess. Put that to the side. Okay, the rest of it at a diagonal angle. So I'm going to put a little bit of oil in here, and we're going to cook up the vegetables. Okay, I'm going to take this over there. And I'm going to rinse out the leeks. Okay, while the vegetables are starting to saute, we're going to cut the cheese. God, I'm 12. It says into 1/4 inch cubes. Like that, I guess? I love cheese. Huh, I didn't have to cut it. It had an opening. So we're just going to soften the vegetables a little bit. I do need to add some salt and pepper to this. You can see on the back burner we've got our stock ready. There we go. Add peas in. Alright, so I'm going to put this aside in a separate bowl. Okay, I'm going to put just a smidge of olive oil in the bottom. And then we're going to add the rice. Okay, and that's going to toast up. Put that back there. Okay, I'm gonna let that go for a little bit until the rice gets translucent. Oh my gosh, really? Apparently I didn't turn the video on. So I added in, after the rice was, what am I trying to say? Now I'm like super flustered. After the rice was toasted, I added half a tablespoon of the white wine vinegar and a tablespoon of water. Let that evaporate. And I've added in 2 scoops of the broth. Basically, you just let it go. Kind of stir it occasionally. You can see that rice is soaking up that broth. And that scoop is almost gone, so we're going to be adding in another scoop here shortly. You'd think that I'd never done YouTube before, you know, like, and this is done over medium heat, but it still seems really like, I'm on a 4.5 out of 10. It still seems like high to me. And the broth is warm back there. I just have it on a 1. It's just keeping it warm. Like, am I doing this wrong? I mean, seriously, look, I'm at a 4.5. Like, that seems like it should be medium, right? Turn it down to a 3. I don't think it's supposed to be boiling this much. Maybe my stovetop is just like overpowered. Okay, this seems more like a small simmer. We're gonna leave it at a 4. And I'll bring you guys along when we get farther along. Okay, you can see almost all of the liquid is out of here. So I'm just gonna add the vegetables back in here. And stir that around and let it cook a little bit longer. And then I'm gonna add the cheese. Oops. And let that melt. And then I'll show you the end product. Alright guys, so we're nearing the end here. The spinach was supposed to be for a salad. You're supposed to add the rest of the vinegar that was left over and some olive oil and dress the salad. I didn't want a salad. I had a salad for lunch. So I just put the spinach in here. I'm gonna let it wilt down in. You can see how creamy and cheesy this is. So once everything is all incorporated, I'm gonna put it in a bowl and I'll show you guys what it looks like. Alright guys, here is the finished product. It looks really good. Alright, so we've got some spinach, some asparagus, some peas. That's really good. Let's take another bite. I like that a lot. I really like risotto, apparently. Now that I've had it a couple times. This is a very springy dish. The peas and the spinach and the asparagus all bring this lovely, springy, yummy flavor. It's really hearty too. It'll be really filling. So I'll take part of it for lunch tomorrow. It's also vegetarian. No, it's not. It's got cheese in it. Right? Because cheese isn't vegetarian? I don't remember now. I think cheese is vegetarian but not vegan. Now I can't remember. Anyway, I'm gonna eat this for dinner. We've got one more recipe. Miso soup and soba noodles. I'm really looking forward to this, and the weather has been just crap. It's been rainy and kind of yucky out, so that'll taste delicious. Alright guys, we're starting our final recipe. The miso soup with soba noodles. So here's what came in the package. They sent organic chickpea spaghetti by Explore Cuisine, and I thought, I've seen that brand before. I got this in my Degusta box I think 2 months ago. I haven't used it yet, but it's edamame spaghetti. So I thought that was kind of cool. So they also sent miso. This looks like probably white miso, ginger, basil. I assume these are soy sauce. Actually, it might be tamari. Oh wait, I guess it does say it. You can barely see it. Tamari soy sauce. Okay. Mirin, bok choy, and snow peas. So this recipe is kind of complicated. It takes like multiple saucepans and stuff. So I'm gonna get that started and then I'll come back and do the vegetables. I don't know, it's early in the morning. Yeah, we're back to 6:30 Kandy today. All right, so matchsticks. All right. We're gonna do the same with some garlic. We're just gonna cut the garlic into slices. So there's that. So we're gonna heat 2 tablespoons of oil and half of each of these over medium-high. Cook until garlic and ginger are golden, 1 to 2 minutes, and then transfer to a small boil and reserve the saucepan. So here's what we've got going. I just reread the directions, and literally the next step is to do the exact same thing and then just add to it. So I'm just going to do these together and then separate them. All right, we've got some great brownage going on here. So I'm going to separate these and I'll be right back to show you what the next step is. All right, so I just poured off the oil into a separate container. We're going to add the mirin. Turn this down. The tamari. And 3 cups of water. Now it also says to add 1.5 teaspoons of sugar. I'm not gonna do that though. If you want to add the sugar, obviously go ahead, that's your choice. I just choose not to add the extra sugar to my meal. I'm sure it probably has a purpose, and I might regret it later, but okay, the water back here is boiling, so I'm going to add the chickpea spaghetti. That's gonna cook for 10 minutes. This is gonna simmer for 10 minutes, so, I mean, that's excellent timing. I feel like we learned last night that my oven might be a little, or my stovetop might be a little bit off. Okay, we're cooking the noodles. Let's go back to the first step. Cut bok choy crosswise into 1.5-inch ribbons. Rinse under cold water to remove any excess dirt. Trim ends from snow peas. Then cut half-wise, like down the middle? That's weird. Whoa, that was not cool. Okay, so, ugh, this one went rotten a little bit. How do you cut bok choy into ribbons? I don't get it. Crosswise. Like this way? Ugh. more. It just looks like chunks to me. I have the Laura Lee Subscribe song in my head today. I don't know what's going on. I like can't get it out of my head. I don't quite understand what we're supposed to do with these. Cut lengthwise? Half crosswise. Like that? Yeah, cut them in half. Okay. Oy. Why don't they just say cut them in half? Why they have to say crosswise? That was like super confusing to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being weird this morning. I guess if they said cut them in half lengthwise, that would be down the middle, right? So I'm gonna rinse those. What are we supposed to do with the basil leaves? Anything? Torn basil leaves, so we're supposed to tear them. Okay, so everything's just cooking now. So we'll just wait. All right, so that is going. We need to take out a half a cup. Oh, calm down. Okay. And to that, we're going to add the miso. All right. So we're just going to kind of break down the miso into the hot broth. Then we're going to add that back in here. Stir that up a little bit better. Okay, we're going to add the vegetables. I know, it's terrible. There we go. We're going to let that go for a little bit to let the vegetables, you know, get a little bit soft, but not too bad. And then I'm going to drain the pasta. Okay, so here's the setup we've got. I've got a storage bowl and a bowl to eat. And we're going to ladle a big scoop of vegetables over the top of the noodles. I love this ladle that I can like pour the juice off. Alright, so then we're going to take the broth and separate it between the two as well. This bowl is very full, so we'll just go up to there and then the rest of it goes in here. Shoom! That's how things work. Alright, so the garnish is a drizzle of the garlic oil, or the garlic ginger oil. And some torn basil leaves. And that's it. There is the miso soup with soba noodles. Alright, let's try a bite so that I can go get dressed and ready for work. To be honest, these both are probably going in storage containers. Okay. Let's get me some noodles. And some veggies. All right. It's really good. It's not the best miso soup that I've ever had, but I think it's something that you could pull together very easily. I'm trying to think. Yeah, this is all stuff that you could pull together. I usually have soy sauce and ginger, garlic. I usually have some kind of Asian noodle in my cupboard. And then you would just have to get the miso. So, oh, where am I going? All right, so that is the final Martha and Marley spoon box. The recipes were decent. The first box was definitely way too easy of recipes. For the price. I'll say for the price. Yeah, they're good recipes, easy to follow, but when you're paying $14 to $15 per recipe, I kind of want something a little more spectacular. The risotto was really good. Really, really good. Really, like, great flavor. The miso's fine. What was the other recipe we had? Now I can't remember. It was something with shrimp, right? I know it was something with shrimp because we had to cook it. Oh my gosh, that feels like so long ago because it was almost a week ago. Oh, it was the bulgur salad, right? That was actually really good. I did really like that. That's something that I will remake. So yeah, I'm like on the fence. I'll put the price down below as always. You know, it was okay. All right, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll see you next week in another cooking video. Bye! Hey guys, I was about to send the Martha and Marley spoon second box off to Shib to edit, and I thought I would give you some afterthoughts after the first taste. The bulgur salad was phenomenal. I loved that. And the risotto was so good. Not very good the next day because it like clumped together, got hard. Risotto is something you should eat hot. The miso soup, it was not good. The biggest problem I had was the directions said to cut the ginger into matchsticks. Have you ever ate ginger raw? It's not yummy. It doesn't taste good. It's very bitter, and I can't even describe it. But it's not good. It's got a spice to it, and it's not good. And so when I was trying to eat the soup, I would get like pieces of bok choy, or what I thought was bok choy, and it was ginger, and it just kind of ruined the whole thing for me. And also those noodles, they were chickpea noodles. They were so gummy and stuck together that it wasn't a good experience to eat or anything. So that recipe was a huge fail for me. And then I was reading comments about the first box because that went out today, and the beef curry recipe was completely inauthentic, and I realized that. The Kung Pao shrimp was really, really, really good. I want to remake that one. What was the other recipe in that one? Oh, the sausage and peppers. Yeah. I mean, I think the sausage and peppers would have been better without the vinegar, because the vinegar made the vegetables really mushy, and I think, a better sausage. That I think the sausage that they gave me was not a very good quality sausage, and it was just dry, so dry. So, because a lot of people are like, I love sausage and peppers. I think it would be good done differently. So that's my 2 cents on these Martha and Marley boxes. I looked at my receipt and it's $10.25 per serving. So each box was $60.50. Is that right? 10.20, no, 60, $61.50. Each box was $61.50 without a coupon. I got $30 off my first box. So for $20.50 per meal, I just didn't think it was worth it. I thought the recipes were almost too simple and the ingredients weren't spectacular. You would almost expect something from Martha Stewart to be a little more intricate and a little more involved. That's just my 2 cents on it. That's just my opinion. You know, that's what this is. So, all right, guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.